Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Big 20. Set. 280. 21.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
On the ball, on the ball.
On second down, here's Stafford. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We're rolling, we're rolling.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Set. 180.
Third and 2, Stafford. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, go here. Jumbo, jumbo.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, protect all the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
21.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Tag 58 here, tag 58. 0.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way up to the 49. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 43 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They give him a gain of 37. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll hand it off now. Williams. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs
Black 58
later.
rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! Ace!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run it. Here's Holland. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes going deep here for one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Ace! Ace!
the ground. This time it's high. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Ace!
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To throw on second down is Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set! 180!
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the ball, on the ball! Set! 280! Yeah, 4 down, tag 53! Check! Putting hot!
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Detroit! A fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's taken at around the 40. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. So out now come the Lions. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Stafford now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10.
22! Hey, go here!
From the gun, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Left.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ace. Z.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Z. Black 58 rail.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Prater for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They run it again with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It's fielded at the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Jumbo! White. Set. Waiting.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. Waiting. Omaha, ready to move. Hey, give me a radar.
On first and 10, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
4 down. Set. Waiting. 53. Mike. Trips right. Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. It's the Texans looking good, leading that game to this point. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go. Set. 180.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start.